Hello, welcome to Art and Soul Insider. Today we've got an exciting class for you. Well, exciting and fun and relaxing, if that's in your bag. My name is Barbara Lynn Burns, and I am your friend to guide you on this trip today that we're going to take. The trip is going to contain a featured supply that I use in addition to my watercolors, and it can be, they're easy to travel with. That's what I love about them. And next thing is we've got a guided meditation that will truly just really relax you and just really have you feeling good after it's done. And then we have a project where we're going to create bookmarks of kind of wildflowers in the field. So that should be fun. So if any of this interests you and you're interested in art and wellness, please like and subscribe and tell your friends about this channel. I would love to have more people see what I'm doing, and so they could actually get involved and possibly find out the healing aspects of art, because art can help a person heal. I'm a testament of that, in the fact that it really helped me emotionally and mentally when I was going through some really trying times. I mean, deaths in my family, like my parents. I had cancer. I had a growth on my spine, and just other things. I mean, it's been quite extensive, but art has always been there for me to guide me and to help me express my emotions. So I'm very thankful for that. And so that is the reason why I started this channel, to try and spread the news about how wonderful art is, and that how healing can happen when we just take time for ourselves to do something like art or guided meditation. So if that interests you, please hang on and we'll get going. So what we're going to do next is the supply, the featured supply. Okay, here we are with the featured supply. Now, what is it? Well, I've got two things here to show you. One is watercolor pencil crayons. These are just amazing. I use them to travel with. I find instead of packing all my paints and everything like this, I take this and a specialized brush, which I'll show you in a future date, and that holds the water. And I use these, and I'm able to add color to my drawings and do all sorts of wonderful things like that. So watercolor pencil crayons are just that. They're pencil crayons, right? You can color them, can apply a lot of pressure, you can go really light. Okay, and then what you do is you wet your brush. And here's the light one. Okay, so it's a fine little color there. And then you can take this and go into the darker one and you get a darker color. So, yeah, I mean, they're wonderful. They're versatile. They're handy. We'll actually be using them today in our project. So there's these, which are just general pencil crayons, right? And then there's this graphitint. These are colored soluble graphite pencils. So the price here I have is $63. That's Canadian. Okay. And what they are is they're more of a tint. Okay, so let's see. Do I have a red? Yeah, here's my red. Okay, so they're not really... Oops. It's the purple. Come on. There we go. So they're deeper and darker. So they have that graphite, that grayness kind of added into them. Okay? And then there you go. So that is your tint, right? The graphite tint. So it's not the pure color, pure bright intensity color, like straight out of the tube. This is more added a bit of kind of grayness to subdued it. But these are just wonderful to play with. Haven't played with them a whole lot, as you can tell, because they look brand new. But They're really kind of cool. And they're the same effect that you would use for your watercolor pencil crayons. But these are kind of have a graphite kind of feel to them. So there you go. That's our supply. Watercolor pencil crayons. Really a wonderful addition to your toolkit. Okay, so here we are for our guided meditation. This is a time for you to kind of connect with yourself, to quiet your mind, to still your body, and to just kind of relax and, just go from there. I mean, it's a really wonderful way to go into your artwork, whether it's longer session like this guided meditation or a 2-minute guided meditation or not guided meditation, just a meditation where you're quiet within yourself. I find I get that meditative kind of thing when I light the candle. I always light a candle when I'm creating. And so it just gives me that pause in the day. So, maybe it's something you could look into as well. It's nice to have a candle just for the aroma, but also for the sense of the light expression. So today what's going to happen is you're going to do guided meditation. If you want to close your eyes, you can. Some people don't like to close their eyes. So if you're one of those people, I have this visual for you that you can softly gaze at while we do that. So here we go. Take in a deep breath and gently close your eyes. Easily imagine these scenes while you continue to breathe in and out, slowly and calmly. See yourself relaxing by a beautiful, calm lake. The breeze softly blows over the lake, and you watch the thousands of tiny ripples it creates on the surface of the lake. Your surroundings here are so calm and pleasant that it brings a feeling of complete peace. This calm feeling washes over your entire body and mind. You breathe in deeply and allow the peacefulness to fill you. You notice the birds singing in the trees, softly chirping and singing their songs of their simple happiness. Take the time now to release any worries, any disturbing thoughts, any sadness you may be feeling. Let those feelings float up, out, and away, floating far away. Whatever has happened today that has bothered you, it is time to let that go. Know that you are really in control of your mind and your body. You can choose to allow these bothersome emotions to leave. In doing so, you will free up space in your heart and mind for positive things to come. Life is all about creating what you want and choosing good thoughts that make you feel good. When you focus on the positive, you get more positive experiences in your life. Releasing any negative thoughts serves like an umbrella on a rainy day. Sure, the rain is there, but it doesn't have to affect you. In your mind's eye, picture yourself in a stormy, rainy situation. As you open up your umbrella of positivity, you see how you really are protected from all that is going on the outside. You are safe. You don't have to be a part of rainy difficulties. It truly is your choice how you react to whatever comes your way. Know that you have all the tools you need within. Just choose to use them. You can see your life from a happy perspective. Worry, disturbing thoughts, or sadness, or choices of thoughts you think, and you can simply set them free and let them ripple away across the surface of the lake. You can release all the things that have been stressful to you and make peace with yourself. Make peace now with the amazing person that you truly are inside. As you look out over this serene lake, nurture yourself with your loving thoughts. Release any negative images or ideas about yourself. You have a choice in what you believe. Your mind is your greatest asset and your best tool. Now, take a deep breath in. Allow good feelings to fill up your heart and your mind. Peacefulness and calm are all around you. Open your eyes when you're ready and fully stretch. I really like that one. I just sometimes, like today was a tough day, to be honest with you. And I kind of chose that one because of the idea. I saw that it was about releasing, kind of negative things, like sometimes we can hold on to that negativity, that sadness, and or that worry, and it just weighs us down. I mean, I'm not saying not to be concerned about whatever you're concerned about, but don't let it weigh you down. And this guided meditation was a wonderful example and a reminder just to let go, release those thoughts, focus on the positive, focus on the good things. Granted, you can work and you can settle whatever was worrying you another time. But at this time, you need to just let it go and just focus on yourself and just focus on healing and peace and calm. And by doing that, you actually gain strength to actually deal with the issues that are troubling you. So we have to take care of ourselves first. And doing that, sometimes it means just calming our bodies and calming our minds. And so guided meditations or meditations are so important because they do just that. So I hope you liked it. I know it sure helped me. Okay, here we are for the project. Now, I have some watercolor paper. It was part of a pad, but you see some paint got through on the other side, so I removed it, and I'm flipping it over, and I have a board, okay, not very thick, but maybe 1/4 of an inch, and I will be taping it down and doing my bookmarks on here. So the supplies you need is watercolor paper. I have my tape. Okay. I have my brushes. You're going to need just, I like rounds. And then I'm going to be using these long ones. I don't even know what they're called. Scripts? Yeah, script brush. And so it'll help us to do little grass and stuff like that. But if you don't have it, don't worry. Get your thinnest brush that you have. Okay, so, you know, if you have something like this, you know, just use that, okay? No worries about that. And if you don't have this, well, having a round with a point, just by putting it just on the top of the tip of it, okay, you can get nice fine lines as well. So I've got my brushes. I have my watercolor pencils, graphite, and I have my watercolors, okay? So my watercolors here are just the primary colors, so blue, red, and then I've got burnt umber and sienna and stuff like that, and then some blues, okay? So if I want an orange, I have to make an orange, right? Or if I want a green, I have to make a green. So with that, I'm not going to measure this out. Usually I do, but I'm going to eyeball it and just work my best. I did put a little ticks here for the halfway point, so I think I'll use that as a guideline. I'll erase that once it's done. So first thing you need to do is to tape it down, okay? And I'm using the painter's tape, okay? I find that it works really, really well. I'm just trying to make sure I'm in frame here for you guys. Oh, my camera's kind of off-kiltered there. There we go. Compared to the board here. Okay, anyways. Make it kind of somewhat the same, about halfway of the tape. So this holds the paper down. Yes, there will be some bubbling and maybe some of the paint is kind of like the paper will kind of roll as such. But when it dries, it will dry flat, which is just great. Okay. There we go. Okay, so now halfway point is here. So I'm going to put my mark there. Okay, can kind of see underneath. Oh, can I? Yep, there it is. Okay, here's my halfway point. And yeah, I guess we'll make 4. So eyeballing it. You're not going to be perfect. Nothing's perfect in this world, right? Just do your best. Now, if these were gifts, I would absolutely, you know, make them a little bit. And if I was giving a set of bookmarks to someone, I for sure would measure them out and make sure they were the same. This one's a little small, but that's okay. It's okay. I'm okay with that. So, now what we're going to do, we're going to wet the paper. I need to actually wet my paints. So I've got eyeglass lens cleaner bottle. Okay, filled it with water. And so I'm just going to spray this on my watercolors because they are not wet. They are dry. Oops. I need more juice in here because it's just that way. Because when I pour this over on the side, it or goes straight up and down, it needs some more. Oof, 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 hard on my fingers there. Oh boy, this is tough on my fingers. I'm using my hand for it now. Not the easiest. Now, another way is to take your brush, right? Put water on it and then just go like this. So I'm just going to cover it all. Make sure everything is covered. And the first thing we're going to start with is we're going to start with a sky. Now, I got this idea by Marina Art. She's on the YouTube. She has a YouTube channel. So I'm really watering down my blue, okay? It's kind of awkward because my palette's so big here. Can you see that? So I'm taking that and I'm watering it down. I don't want it too dark, okay? I'm kind of going back and forth, okay? Now, I'm not necessarily, if I'm leaving some white, that's okay. I'm not doing a full pass of doing a, so if some areas are darker, I'm okay with that because it's kind of like sky, clouds in the sky kind of thing, right? It's a little stripey. Make sure don't make it all the same, right? There we go. So this light blue will actually show up really well because we'll have a white border around it. So now I need to create a light brown, which I'm going to be using. I really like my burnt umber, okay? I'm going to use the burnt umber. There we go. Water that down a bit. Now I'm going to take my brush and I'm going to do little strokes like that, kind of coming up. Just like grass, right? Make sure your paper is still wet. Okay? And if you need to add more water, go ahead and then put your paint down. Okay? I'm going to make it a little darker. Make it a little darker there. So what it'll do is it'll diffuse because the paper is wet. It's going to be kind of fuzzy in the background, okay? Now I want some green, okay? So I have to make a green. So I'm going to combine, no, I don't want that color. I'm going to use, what color is this? I forget the order of my colors. This is Windsor Yellow. And I'm going to combine it with my Grumbacher Phthalo Blue. So, again, because it's still wet. Okay. Kind of having them not all go the same direction, have them kind of going sideways, upwards, you know, kind of flipped around. Okay. There we go. I'm going to add a bit more brown, which is my burnt umber. Because know that when this dries, it will actually be a lighter color. Okay? I'm going to go a little taller on these ones too. You don't want to go past the halfway point. Okay? There we go. Okay, so now I'm going to add more of the green. So I water it, clean my brush, then I go in with this green, and I'm going to just again kind of try to intensify that color there, right? Instead of making it all brown, get that green in there. Okay. Oops, that went a little high there. Okay, so now what I need to do is blow dry. Okay, so how can you tell it's dry? Well, you take your hands after the heat is gone from it, okay? My tape isn't sticking very well. And you just put your hand on it. Now, if it feels cool, that means there's still moisture in the paper, okay? If it feels good to the touch, oh, I feel a little coolness down here, then you need more. There. Okay. Perfect. So the next thing what we're going to do is we're going to actually add more of the grass. Okay. So I need to take a drink. Now I'm going to use my thin brush. Okay. So, you know, these thinner brushes. So when this gets wet, it looks kind of crazy right now. But technically, when it gets wet, see how thin it goes? Okay. So we're going to be using this brush. I'm going to mix the color, though, with the other color. So what I need is, let's go, I'm going to do, let's see. I don't have sienna. I have a burnt sienna. Let's use maybe the burnt sienna. Okay, so the burnt sienna I'm going to use. And I'm add a little bit of green to it. Okay. Clean my brush. Okay. So, oops, goopy. There we go. I'm going to add a little bit of green to that. Okay. For the stems, making an olive color. Okay. So, take this brush and I'm going to then lifted up the brush too quick. There we go. So don't do it all straight. Have some kind of cover and cover the others. So crisscross. Have some low to the ground. I lifted that one up too soon. Lifted that one up too soon. These ones went kind of crazy, not very good. These ones over here, maybe I'll go over this with a line. There we go. Do some that are bent, you know. There we go. Okay. Now I want to use kind of the side of the brush just to kind of create some texture. This is more like dry brushing, where it kind of runs across the paper, and it kind of skips. See how it's not that solid? You see, it kind of skips and does that, right? So let's see. So just a little playing with that, okay? Now I want burnt sienna, and I think I'm going to mix it with the burnt umber too. Yeah. Okay, so now what I'm going to do is I'm going to do little buds, okay? So these are just little tips of the brush I'm using. These are little buds of flowers that are almost, they're just starting. They're going, oh, I've got some flower in me, but I'm not ready to show it. So do them in a variety. You can have them attached to a actual leaf, or stem that you had. Or you can actually just just place them anywhere. And it's just, it gives the impression that everything is connected, everything, you know, got stuff that belongs where it needs to belong. So I'm going to do one down here. I'm hoping my tape stuck, because I mean, it looked like it was coming off, so I guess we'll find out, won't we? There we go. Okay, so that is the little buds. Now what we want to do is the flowers. So I'm going to create some yellow flowers. I'm going to create some red flowers. So here's my yellow. I'm just going to make some yellow right here. Okay. I'm going to create some dark red. This is I never know how to pronounce it. Yeah. Ellerzanen crimson. I don't know. Oh. Love the color. Love that color. Oh. And want some orange, so I'm going to take a bit of each. Okay. I'm going to take that. And I'm going to take some alizarin crimson. Oh, I think I took too much there. That's still kind of too red. I need some more yellow. I want a little brighter. I'm going to add a little bit more yellow to it. There we go. Okay. So now what we're going to do is we're going to take our brush and we're going to, I'll do it with the red first. We're going to place it kind of like that. Make it look kind of like a, Marina talked about it being kind of like a little bit of a flower shape. So it's kind of coming out from the center there. It doesn't, it can be a blob too. You know, that works perfect as well. Okay, you see that? We're going to just place that down. Do kind of coming off from the side there, coming out. Oops, I made a huge blob there. Okay, so now I'm going to do the orange. Oh, boy, that's really watery. Clean the brush. Dry the brush on my towel, and then let's do the yellow. So then I'm going to create little bottoms of the bud. So I'm going to be using this combination of the burnt umber and the burnt sienna that I used, okay? So dry my brush and just take a little bit of that color And I'm going to put it on the bottom. Now, some of these might be too moisture ridden to actually take it. And it's wet still, so it should kind of soak into the color a bit. So looking kind of like the base of the color there, base of the kind of where it meets the stem, meets the flower. That's what I'm trying to say. Okay, so now what I want to do is I want to add a little bit more so like a splatter. So I'm just going to wet this and kind of tap my brush. There we go. I'm taking the color, my combination of burnt sienna and burnt, what was it? How quickly we forget, umber. Oh my goodness. Okay. Try and hit the bottom as well. Like that's what I'm trying to, we want that texture. Okay, so now what I want to do is I want to splatter some of the color, the flowers' colors in there too. I'm going to do the red. A little bit of texture adds so much. And I want to do the orange as well. Just a touch. Don't want to go splatter crazy. Okay, I think that's enough. I won't add the yellow, I don't think. And I want to add more to the grass. I want to make it a little, it's kind of looking, I don't know, not to my satisfaction. So I'm going to add some blue. I'm going to add some of that Gumbracker Theo blue to my burnt umber. I had way too much blue. Isn't that a beautiful color though? Ho ho! Love it. But I don't want that color. I grabbed too much blue. There we go. See how it just deepens it? Just gives it a little different look, a little deeper. And that's what I'm wanting. So I'm wanting to add kind of some weeds kind of things kind of growing in here. Just some depth on the bottom there. I'm kind of using my brush kind of on the side, just kind of printing color almost instead of painting it on. Bring it up a little bit higher. Don't want it all the same, right? We want some variety where some is going to go a little higher, some's going to go a little lower. Again, we want more variety in it. I want some more kind of on the bottom there. There we go. So now I'm going to blow dry. I said I was going to use my pencil crayons, and I kind of forgot about them. But, you know, I want to create more of a... There we go. We'll use this one, graphite tint, of the base of the flowers. It's like this one kind of blew up, so we're just going to go in there with the pencil. I'm just kind of going in. Going in, just it's deepening there, right? I'm not even going to add water to these. I'm just going to go on the bottom here. There we go. So there, let's see. Now we'll see if the tape worked, because I felt the tape was lifting. Oh no, oh, it did bleed, yep. I should have pressed a little harder, I think, on the tape. There we go. Yeah, it's wet underneath the tape here. So... Oh, got some lines there. Oh well. Oh, got some lines up there too. Oh, got a little wet and the paint bled on me. But, oh well. There they are. They're so pretty, aren't they? I mean, just a fun little, wonderful little thing that you can do. Just cut that in half, put your name on it, like I'll erase my line here, right? And they're just set to go. Just have to cut them and then you're good. So I hope you enjoyed that. Okay, on to your oracle reading. The set we're going to be using is the Light Seers Pocket Tarot by Chris Ann. These are tiny oracle cards, okay? They're supposed to be like a pocket one, but I think they're a little, it's a little thick to be in your pocket, but still, I love these cards in the fact that I love the drawings on them. They're just wonderful. So I'll be drawing a card. It could be for you, it could be for someone else, it could be for all of us. It could be for the collective, a message we need to hear right now at this moment. So I always come away with some golden nugget for what the oracle card had said to me, you know. There's always something that can speak to my soul. So I hope you're the same way, you know. I think we can always find things to inspire us and to give us hope. It's always good. I'm going to pick that one. There we go. This is the King of Wands. Okay. So, here's a man who looks very strong, very capable, and behind him is a lion, okay? So, male lion, and he's holding a wand that's lit. It's on fire. So, excuse me while I look in here in this small little book, King of Wands. There we go. He is an entrepreneurial spirit, a natural-born leader. Ideas that can be ultra successful, a creative visionary, timelessness, success, and fire. This fiery guy, he's a charismatic and natural-born leader whose vitality emanates through his laughter and his obsession with a life well lived. As you dance into this energy, you may feel a surge of entrepreneurial passion that pushes you to the edges of your epic success. The card of moguls, masterpieces, and soul inspiration. The King of Wands calls to you to unleash that offbeat weirdo that you've got inside and be absolutely unapologetic in your pursuit of the stellar. Ground your vision through the wildly novel expression of big ideas, and if you find yourself getting tripped up by the minutiae of everyday, recruit help and map out the bigger picture. Holler passionately. Invite others to see what you see. The shadow side of this energy is that you may not perceive your own blind spots because of an overzealous ambition. Keep arrogance and unrealistic expectations at bay and work out the kinks before charging ahead with your intensely vibrant heart. So the kind of the affirmation for this is passionate and heart-fueled. We build this empire of light together. There you go. The King of Wands. That's wonderful. There we go. I hope you had an enjoyable time today. The guided meditation really was special. I think, it encouraged us to let go of things that don't serve us and kind of weigh us down, and to add light and positivity to ourselves. And then the supply, I think, I find a use for my watercolor crayons, well, in so many things that I do. And then with the project, I really hope you enjoyed it, and that, maybe with those bookmarks, you can think of giving them away as gifts, or just to brighten someone's day. Send it in the mail and just say, thinking of you, and send them that bookmark. I mean, what a wonderful way to, as I said, brighten someone's day. So I hope your day has been brightened by what we do here, and please like and subscribe. Tell your friends, because my aim is to hopefully add some light and some love to people through what I do here, just sharing of art and sharing of wellness. So with that, I send you off with love and peace and hope. My wishes for you at this time, and I really hope that you really take care of yourself, and that this day is just a wonderful day for you. So take good care. We'll see you later. Bye-bye.